we're just hanging out. This is basically just what you get whenever you decide to stay here. Is we just come, we hang out together, we we eat together, we drink together. I spill water on myself together. Together we are strong. Well, that's nice. Little impromptu shower. I appreciate my spirit team's humor. Lyrans, Egyptians, cats. Yes, those videos where people play Egyptian music to see if their cats will react, and I had a thought that cats are actually just like they're aliens basically, and that's why the Egyptians thought that they were gods, was because they were basically multidimensional beings from the constellation Lyra and considered Lyran, and so that's why they come back in cat form. I don't know if this is true for all of the cats. I don't know if this is true at all. It's just a theory that my brain told me, and my brain is my higher self, and my higher self is, well, you know. So, I suppose, at least in the timeline, galaxy, dimension, universe that I'm in, that is an accurate statement. But more things can be true than just one, and opposite things can be true as well. Living in the quantum field is really interesting. Because nothing is true and everything is true. And even things that you haven't even imagined yet are both true and not true. Gotta love quantum mechanics. Like the laws of the universe, much more fuck off than the laws of this world. Because this world's laws are made up by the humans. And the humans can get very creative. And the humans have gotten very creative. And some of the things that they've done have been incredible. And some of the things that they've done have been not. If you could really see, like, the kind of light work that I'm seeing with, like, the gold and the magenta and, like, the, like, kind of, like, strand of greenish light blue and silver. It's pretty immaculate. Just like swirling all together and mixing, forming to become some color that we don't possess in this physical dimensional reality. Some of us might be able to, with our third eye. I was also saying third ear the other day when I was hearing something, and I said out loud, I think I'm hearing that in my third ear. It's like, so, clairaudience. Third ear. Alright, now I am rambling. That happens sometimes. I cut out a lot of these bits out, so I have been depriving some of you of these bits. And I have been saving some others of you from these bits. So you're welcome, and also you're welcome. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. Except I did not create the sky. Some other version of me did. Much higher above everything else. Our higher self, comrade. People get really weird about, like, the deific thing and worshipping people thing. Like, the world would be such a more grounded, calm place if we all would just accept the inner divinity that is within us. But then again, that would be another realm that already exists. Consciously, we can live in that realm. through our consciousness. Not quite in our physical vessels yet. They're teaching me more about how that will be more possible for unique individuals at first, and then spread out to the many as we teach more. And of course it'll take like a lot of trial and error, so cycles, there will be some repetition of cycles for more so the 3D slightly bridged collective. You know who you are. And there's no judgment here. None. The only judgment that you are feeling is from yourself, if you are feeling any judgment. And if you are judging me, then you are still feeling judgment, and you're still judging yourself. Funny how that works, isn't it? Remember? This is a mirror. Oh. But hey, you know, you gotta break some eggs to make it. Especially if you're trying to make an omelet. That's pretty good. Side conversations, Spirit and I have a lot. We have a very casual relationship. A lot of people are out here like fucking worshipping on the ground. Like you could just talk to this entity, this other higher entity being that is within you. It doesn't have to be worshipy. God doesn't need worshipping. You think the universe was created to be worshipped? Like, what? No. And the only reason why God sent his prodigal child to Earth was to tell you all, hey, you all come from us, too. So stop seeking God externally and deifying externally and worshiping externally, and start doing all of that for you. Take care of you and everybody else around you, because they are also a piece of you. That's why when you take care of another person, you receive something back. Whatever it is that you receive, that is how you interpret the meaning. Everything is a perspective. Your entire existence and reality is based on your perspective. Ow, I burnt my hand on the stove. I could take that as, fuck this stove. This stove is bad and evil and I will never use this stove again. You could also take it as, oh, that burned when I put my hand on the burner. That was kind of dumb of me. But I've learned. Now I know why it would be dumb to put my hand on the burner, because now I've learned that that's really hot and it would hurt me. The only reason why I might want to do that again is because I enjoyed the feeling. But hey, I mean, that's for whoever would. But hey, whoever resonates, like, I don't judge. Seriously, we family up in this bitch. We sit, we get into our comfies, we have a conversation. Sometimes I randomly sing while you're talking. I know, it gets a little annoying. but it's because spirit is breezing through me in those moments. And though I do have free will, I have given up a lot of it to my sole purpose and my mission, which is being a mouthpiece of divinity. Which is a great thing. It is a great thing to be a mouthpiece of divinity. I've just been afraid to tell people about that about me because of other past lifetimes where I have been, like, basically crucified, but also tortured and murdered and, you know, just a bunch of other words that the algorithm doesn't like. I do have beef with censoring. I absolutely have beef with our words being censored. I can understand it to a degree. But there's some things that are just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm never going to stop cussing. I might put things over what I'm saying, but I'm never going to stop cussing. But hey, the sun doesn't stop shining just because your eyes hurt when you look at it. And you can yell at the sun all day to be less bright. But the sun doesn't hear you, the sun doesn't have ears. The sun isn't even aware that you're pissed at it. The sun is just a celestial body in the sky, like, I'm doing my job. I'm burning bright. And you know what? We don't give the sun enough credit. We give that sun enough credit. But we don't give, like, literally the celestial body sun that is burning in our solar system enough credit. Like, so many of us are so entranced by the moon, which makes a lot of sense because the moon also affects the tides and water. And since humans are either like 70 or 80% made up of water, that's why the moon affects us on such a bodily level. It makes sense why on full moons, some people are like fucking insane on the highways. Or just like wild encounters happen on full moons in gas stations, in bars, in restaurants even. Just like people act different on a full moon. You don't notice that as much in new moons. So, yeah, another tangent. How do you act on a full moon? Do you do any full moon rituals? I do a full moon manifestation and a new moon manifestation. I have like a whole little witch planner that has been keeping me focused and diligent, and it's like such an incredible thing because I do have ADHD. I am autistic, but this is literally the only planner that I have actually been able to enjoy. So if you do have ADHD and you also suck at planners, get specifically a planner that is surrounded around your hyperfixation. Like the thing that you are driven to continuously be hyperfixated on. Not just like a 2-week sort of thing. I have held up with this witch planner for now about a year and 2 months. A full year and 2 months. Like, it's okay, you don't have to celebrate me. I already celebrate me enough on this. Although I do like celebrating together. And also being celebrated. Of course. Who doesn't like the feeling of being celebrated? It's nice. It's nice to be acknowledged. like, everything that it is that you have been doing for the planet. I'm talking to you too. That's why I'm talking this. You have been doing a lot for the planet. You don't even know it. But just those small, simple acts of kindness, those multiply. And everything that you give out, you receive back in some way, shape, and form. That's right, I didn't say or, I said and. It may take some time. It may be unexpected. You may not even notice it when it comes. But a blessing as big as the ones you're gonna receive, they come back. They chase. And they don't steal. So take that how that resonates for your situation. Spirit has most of the context that I don't. You have most of the context that I don't too. Because this has just become, we talk to each other. I do appreciate any support that you can give me and the channel so that I can continue existing and enjoying existing. I would like to enjoy existing. But of course, that is however you decide. I do hope that these videos also help you. I believe that they do, for some of you. But I also don't know who I'm going to be talking to. Because this version of me exists and lives forever. Whereas this version of me does not. I am just as temporary as everyone else. But these videos aren't. And that's a strange and baffling thought, especially since I am often visiting the past, present, and future timeline realities often. Just on my off days. That's a funny joke. Having an off day. It's not when you're a light worker. But of course there are some of you who also know that. I've been told I sound like McGonagall, and I'm like, well, you know what? If we're going to Harry Potter next, then let's fucking do it right. Let's make this magic school and have a magic school bus. Except I'm not Miss Frizzle. I'm Miss Frizzle's second removed cousin. Why was she removed? Because she went off the deep end. Because she decided, fuck this reality, I'm visiting literally other dimensions. And I started doing that when I was maybe 5. 4 or 5. But I was out of it. I used to zone out so often. I still kind of do. Except now I actually remember why I zone out. And these videos help me, me, the temporary one. That's weird to refer to myself as that, but at the same time, I already knew that. It's just reminders whenever I'm at this level of awareness. Hmm. Water won't kill the witch. Fire won't kill the witch. What will kill the witch? Nothing. Because the witch continuously returns. The witch doesn't go on your agenda. The witch is within you. You are also a witch. You just have to find the inner sparkle, the inner sunshine within you. That's where the magic lies. Where the child grows. Where the soul wanders. And where the heart knows. We've been having quite the conversation, haven't we? I don't remember most of it, do you? Well, that's great. At least one of us does, or doesn't, or... But I honestly have no other place to be. It's one. But you probably have some place to be, because it's probably some other time in a time zone somewhere in the world of existence and all through the galaxy. I think that we could both use a nap. So if you can agree to that, please leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you enjoy more of this. And thank you so much for being here. Peace. Love you. Bye.